Hello, everyone. My name is Manuel Rodriguez, and I, along with Team 2, will be presenting our Red Bull GmbH Corporate Social Responsibility case study. As you all know, firms can cause great harm to our society as well as meaningful changes that improve it. And our team has dedicated this project to learn how the Red Bull company handles corporate social responsibility, as well as one of the biggest beverage brands expanding the globe. I will be introducing and speaking a bit on their marketing strategy and overall things about the company. Red Bull GmbH was founded in 1984 by Dietrich Mateschitz on the left and co-founder Chalio Jovica on the right, where during a business trip to Thailand, Dietrich was introduced to a popular Asian energy drink called Creatine Dine, which he said to have cured his jet lag. So in a partnership with Chalio, who originally created that drink, Dietrich sought to introduce a product suited for Western consumers, which kickstarted the Red Bull energy drink company. Since then, Red Bull has expanded to 171 countries with over 16,000 employees, brand ambassadors, and celebrity endorsers across the globe. Their main headquarters is stationed in Salzburg, Austria, and houses approximately 1,500 employees. And Red Bull also has taken 43% of the market share in soft drink market, making it one of the most valuable soft drinks in the world. And here's a picture of the headquarters and what it looks like. In terms of their marketing strategy, Red Bull has been considered to be unconventional and groundbreaking, focusing heavily on brand promotion and awareness through their many sponsored events, team endorsements, and publicity stunts that aim to associate their brand with high energy lifestyle and mood. Their slogan, Red Bull gives you wings, is considered one of the most recognizable phrases since 1992 and has played a very huge part on the brand identity of the company. Here are some of their biggest marketing stunts that have been done throughout the decade, like in the top using air balloons to do some extreme stunts. Red Bull is also very well known for their Formula One racing team, so a lot of their stunts involve that aspect. Recently, they did a pit stop inside of an aircraft while in zero G, which is the photo on the bottom. Red Bull has contributed a lot in that regard to the Formula One sport to push sustainable racing. Their most important stunt or most popular stunt was where they launched a man on a hot air balloon and jumped to free fall from space. And that's the one on the right. All of these are done as sustainably as possible in efforts to maintain Red Bull's commitment to maintaining our planet. With its enormous size and reach, we aim to find how the conglomerate commits to different parts in the corporate social responsibility hierarchy and aim to point out the ways in which the firm could improve each regard. So now let's take a look at the Red Bull's path towards social corporate responsibility.
As one of the world's leading beverage brands, Red Bull recognizes the importance of upholding the highest standards of ethical and responsible business practices. Now, a cornerstone of the CSR strategy is a commitment to compliance with legal obligations across all of its operations. Now, this is crucial if they want to maintain their hard earned reputation, avoid legal consequences, as well as ensure the well being of their valued stakeholders, from the consumers and employees to the communities in which they operate. Now, let me start by highlighting Red Bull's rigorous approach to product safety and consumer protection. As a beverage manufacturer, they adhere to the strictest quality control measures and follow the industry standards for transparent product labeling. In the European Union or the EU, for example, they're fully compliant with regulations like the Food Information to Consumers Law, which mandates clear and accurate labeling of the ingredients and protecting consumer privacy and data is also of paramount importance in today's digital age. Red Bull has implemented robust security measures and protocols to safeguard consumer data, including full compliance with the GDPR and the European Union. The company believes in being fully transparent with their customers about what's going into their products, as well as how they handle their customers' personal information. Now, another key area of focus is ensuring fair and ethical labor practices throughout the workforce. Red Bull is dedicated to providing competitive wages, comprehensive benefits, and a safe, inclusive working environment for all employees. Now, they've established a grievance mechanism and an employee engagement programs, a multitude of them, in fact, to address any labor related concerns and promote open communication within the company. Now, the commitment to ethical business practices extends far beyond its own operations. Red Bull has an implemented rigorous supplier code of conduct and conduct through due diligence assessments to ensure its suppliers and business partners uphold the highest of their legal and ethical standards, which they promote at the company. For example, they've worked closely with suppliers in the sugar industry to promote sustainable practices and address issues such as child labor and environmental impacts. Now, it's an ongoing process of engagement, monitoring, and continuous improvement across their entire supply chain. Protecting human rights is another core tenet of Red Bull's responsible business approach. They align their policies and practices with the UN guiding principles of business and human rights, prohibiting any form of forced labor, child labor, or human right abuses. Their comprehensive code of conduct and anti-corruption training programs reinforce their zero tolerance stance against unethical behavior of any kind. When it comes to environmental sustainability, Red Bull has taken meaningful steps to minimize their footprint and comply with all relevant regulations. Their product facility in Austria, for instance, has implemented cutting edge waste management systems, invested in renewable energy sources like solar and biomass, and employs eco friendly packaging solutions whenever and wherever possible. Of course, you can recognize that there's always room for improvement, and they remain committed to continuously enhancing their corporate social responsibility efforts through robust policies, industry collaborations, and an unwavering dedication to ethical corporate citizenship.
Hi, my name is Gene, and I'm gonna be talking about Red Bull's economic responsibility. The financial practices and business operations continue to create global job opportunities. Concentration of financial resources on research development, marketing, and distribution of networks, boosting local economies and areas of operation. And basically what this says is that Red Bull is a big time player in any type of community that it plays a role in selling products, and it takes it it takes a lot of the resources that it has into pouring it back into the company and improving it as far as researching and new developments. And big component of this is ethical marketing, which we'll get onto in the next slide. And Red Bull's ethical responsibility is the integration of sustainable environmental practices and ethical marketing strategies. Focus on supply chain ethics and sustainable product life cycle. Prioritization of recycling and material optimization. Now, I have two examples as far as ethical responsibilities, and the first one would be the Red Bull can, which is 100% recyclable, made out of metals, and it's 100% recyclable. I love the can. I'm a big fan of it. And my second example would be the newest one, which is Red Bull gives you wings, as in multiple eyes, due to that legal trouble that they had in the past. It's just something to keep things more ethical moving forward. Philanthropic initiatives, support for social causes outside of core business operations, emphasis on sports, cultural events, and youth development, global censorship sponsorships of musical festivals, education initiatives, and ethical event and athletic events. Sorry. I, for one, have seen Red Bull host multiple music events throughout the years, especially as far as singing and rap and country even. But something that I've also seen a lot of is Red Bull's involvement in athletic events, as far as sports like BMX and skateboarding, mostly connected with things like X Games. While they are trying to get into markets like soccer and basketball and football and such, which are great markets to get into for Red Bull. The comprehensive social responsibility is the integration of all business considering practices with an ethical, legal, philanthropic, and economic considerations, steadily improving in efforts to manage sustainability projects along with community involvement. So like I said before, Red Bull is a big player in the communities that it provides service in. As far as selling its product, it's very it's very involved in the community, and it shows that the company is caring for the environment around us, and they're making ethical decisions as far as conducting their business.
Red Bull is not only known worldwide for its famous logo, recognizable color scheme, and famous energy drink, but also as a strong force of philanthropic responsibilities. Red Bull's Wings for Life run is a perfect example of Red Bull's philanthropic ventures. This massive sporting event draws thousands of participants worldwide and serves as a venue to gather funds that will be utilized for research and further investigation of spinal cord injuries. The event consists of a giant race featuring thousands of participants. The winner, unlike a traditional race, is not measured by who reaches the finish line first, but by the person who manages to keep running for the longest time. Red Bull's philanthropic responsibilities reach into a mission for sustainability. Red Bull has taken range from not only causes such as the Wings for Life World Run, but also a generic company-wide initiative to reduce its carbon footprints. Red Bull has been on a constant mission for sustainability by the reduction of emissions and waste control. Partnered with the organization Gold Standard, who have partnered with numerous organizations to aid them in reducing their carbon emissions. This strong partnership with Gold Standard has allowed for the worldwide spread of help where it is most needed, such as by initiating a safer water program in Cambodia that is made possible by providing ceramic water purifiers. Red Bull's continued efforts in sustainability is in part due to the partnership with Gold Standard, which has aided in providing solar cookers and wood stoves for the people in Madagascar. Such initiative reduces the use of charcoal and wood fuel, which can harm forests and the overall environment.
Red Bull has masterfully expanded beyond its core energy drink market into sports, entertainment, media, and even motorsports. This diversification isn't just about spreading their brand, but stimulating economic activity across these sectors. By entering these fields, Red Bull enhances its brand visibility and drives economic growth in various industries. Moving on to their marketing strategies, which are anything but traditional. Red Bull's groundbreaking promotional tactics and event sponsorships have redefined how a brand can engage with its audience. These innovative strategies have not only helped sculpt a dynamic brand image, but also contributed significantly to the evolution of the marketing industry. Now let's break down the core revenue streams. Energy drinks are the backbone of Red Bull's revenue, with over 90% coming from their energy drink sales, totaling more than 7 billion cans in 2019 alone. Sports teams. Red Bull owns multiple sports teams and has prominent sponsorship footprint in soccer and Formula One racing, enhancing its global brand presence. And content creation. Through platforms like Red Bull TV and YouTube, where they produce thrilling content, Red Bull not only captivates its audience, but also generates substantial earnings, approximately 3,000 to 7,000 per video. In conclusion, Red Bull's strategic diversification and innovative marketing tactics exemplify how a brand can influence and propel not just its own growth, but also contribute broadly to economic dynamics and industry innovation. Another crucial aspect of Red Bull's operation is its supply chain management and fiscal contributions. These areas reflect Red Bull's commitment to ethical business practices and its role in contributing to economics where it operates. Personally, Red Bull places a strong emphasis on the integrity of its supply chain. This includes ethical management and the responsible sourcing of ingredients, which are foundational to their product quality and consumer trust. Moreover, Red Bull is committed to fair labor practices across its entire supply chain. Red Bull ensuring that all workers at Red Bull are treated with respect and fairness. This commitment extends from the farmers who supply their ingredients to the workers in their manufacturing facilities. Next, we turn to their fiscal responsibility. Red Bull significantly contributes to public finances by paying taxes and duties. These contributions support vital public services like education, healthcare, and infrastructure in the countries where they operate. By fulfilling these fiscal responsibilities, Red Bull not only adheres to local and international laws, but also plays a part in socioeconomic development in these regions. In summary, through responsible supply chain management and diligent fiscal practices, Red Bull demonstrates its commitment to ethical business operations and socioeconomic development. These efforts not only enhance their corporate reputation, but also support sustainable growth in their host communities.
For their ethical practices, some of these that include and what they aim to do is to prioritize employees by providing health and well-being benefits and striving to encourage and inspire them in the workplace. So you can see this. They have, for example, like if you're having marriage problems, legal problems, anything like that, there's a service that you can reach out to and they'll connect you with all the resources that they offer. They have an emphasis on circular packaging where cans are gathered and recycled and reused. They use eco fridges that use up to 35% less energy than average. And they use aluminum because it's light and more environmentally friendly to transport. Transportation is a very big part of the carbon emission process. So this makes a huge difference.